It's the Angry Spud, and in today's video, Lofoten is about to be explained. So let's go ahead and dive right in.
Welcome to FactSpeak. The Arctic Circle roughly marks the 67th degree latitude above the equator and indicates the area of planet Earth where during the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the sun does not rise above the horizon anymore. Anything north of this line is doomed with days, weeks, and in some places even months of continuous darkness during the winter time. But despite this, an otherwise inconspicuous island group just above the Arctic Circle off the coast of northern Norway is home to arguably the most stunning landscape of the entire planet.
Huh. This is probably where Lord of the Rings should have been shot then, because it looks very similar.
All along the 175 kilometers of the Lofoten archipelago, unbelievable bedrock formations are shooting out of the Atlantic Ocean, towering over the lush and narrow coast strips. Steep slopes, snowy peaks, idyllic fishing villages constructed out of red-painted timber, and the mesmerizing Aurora Borealis are just a few of the many incredible things you can find on the Lofoten.
Yeah, it literally has everything.
The Lofoten cover hundreds of small...
I think, isn't this a place that has like the beaches too? Like you would think, like I say it's Moana beaches is what I say, but it's something you wouldn't think is there, but it actually is.
All islands and rocks penetrating the water surface. But the majority of the 24,500 inhabitants live on one of these 7 main islands. The mountainous interior of all of these islands give only little space for permanent settlements, so the vast majority of these people live in very close proximity to the coast. Across the 1,200 square kilometers, not a single official city can be found, and there are only 2 towns with more than 1,000 inhabitants. For thousands of years, the life on Lofoten was all about fishing, since enormous numbers of cod migrate from the Barents Sea between Russia and Greenland to the mild climate of the Lofoten to breed.
That makes
Fishing
sense.
cod and the export of stockfish has been virtually the only economic activity on the island group until the arrival of tourists in the late 19th century.
Why did that fish just look like a dragon right there? I mean, am I the only one that thought that? That was definitely like a little mini dragonfish.
Over 1 million visitors in the year 2017, they certainly keep the locals busy today. The main activity of these tourist masses is climbing the numerous mountains of the archipelago. Even though the highest peaks are just above 1,000 meters tall, which sounds tiny compared to the Alps or many other mountain ranges. The climb altitude is not distorted by an elevated starting point, since most trails start at water level. The tallest mountain of Lofoten is the Hirgrastinden, which stands 1,148 meters above the deep Vestfjorden.
Do people ever climb that one?
The Lofoten are a very mountainous archipelago, spread over hundreds of islands. But despite this, the Norwegians made sure that everything is still easily accessible.
So it's hundreds of islands all right here. Obviously, it's not 100 little islands, obviously like the little pieces. But are the little ones like spaced across? Are those the ones that count or something too? And I wonder if each one of these counts like as a specific place or something like that. I wonder, I'm not sure.
A vast network of bridges and tunnels connect the islands all the way between the mainland and the village of Åre at the southwestern tip. Taking the main road, the E10, between the villages of Lødingen and Åre, for example, leads you across 25 bridges and into 15 tunnels, which range from just a few meters to multiple kilometers in length. The communities have been strongly shaped by the narrow strips of leveled coast, which results in some peculiar solutions when trying to build basic community facilities.
That looks so
beautiful. The most famous of these basic constructions that had to be adjusted to the challenging physical geography is the football pitch in the fishing village of Henningsvær. The little but picturesque village houses just 510 inhabitants, and the Henningsvær IL football club, which
maybe somebody knows, maybe somebody is actually from Henningsvær, is that how you say it? Are you allowed to just go on the pitch and play, or do you have to have like special permission or like an event going on to be able to do that? Because that's something I want to do one time in my life, or multiple times hopefully. Maybe even bring a professional soccer team to play there. I don't know.
Home matches on this pitch, which has been carved into the bedrock around 100 meters outside the village. Unique places like Henningsvær are the reason why over 1 million tourists per year make their way up to this archipelago above the Arctic Circle.
That's why they made it a
however,
screensaver.
is also a massive strain on the local communities and the fragile environment. In Norway, the budget of the municipality...
I'd never realized this. So this connects all the way up here. Norway connects to... Wait, what would this be up here? I'm not sure what country that is. I don't remember. Or if it's all the way down. I really don't remember. My geography is like blanking on me right now. So Sweden's enclosed, and you have Finland, but literally Norway, you could go all the way around and get over here. I did not know that. Huh.
Which take care of local infrastructure, such as public transport, public bathrooms, and trail maintenance, is determined by the number of residents in a given municipality. Considering that the archipelago is home to only 24,500 residents, the process of fitting out the Lofoten with suitable infrastructure to serve 1 million tourists is reason to worry. The right to roam is a law in Norway,
yes,
which allows everybody to roam uncultivated, meaning public land. But many tourists, either by misunderstanding or by simple ignorance, take this to an unsustainable level. Pitched tents on cemeteries, parked cars on crucial roads, and beaches which are turned into public toilets are just a few of the strains that the locals have to deal with.
Wow, that is crazy. I did learn from somebody in the comments or multiple people the right to roam. That's actually a thing to where you are allowed to go wherever you want and explore, even if it's like private property or something like that, or you have to be a little bit further away from private property. But that is sad to see that people are doing this. I mean, pitching tents in a cemetery, I feel like you shouldn't do that anywhere. I feel like that's common sense. Parking in front of, on a road where people still need to get by makes no sense. And then obviously using the restroom on a beach, come on now. Do I even have to say that makes sense?
And the constrained public budgets are struggling to build parking lots, camping areas, and public restrooms to keep up with the inflow of tourists. The introduction of a tourism tax has been proposed by local municipalities and the tourism industry, but the idea to keep tourism in Norway competitive has put this initiative on hold for now.
I was about to say, I feel like since tourism is a big thing there and there's a lot of tourism that goes there, there should be quite a bit of money that's coming in. Does somebody know anything that can shed some light on that and why they don't have enough money, it seems like, to keep up with the people coming there?
If you ever get to visit the Lofoten, please keep this in mind to ensure that the most beautiful archipelago in the world stays this way for far into the future.
I did like this informational video about the Lofoten, or is it Lofoten or Lofoten? I'm not sure. Maybe let me know if it was one or two of the one I said. But I think this is definitely a place I would want to go. Definitely want to go to the football pitch. I definitely want to explore like the right to roam specifically there. Seems like there's a lot to offer, but it seems like Lofoten is like a place that's in a sense secluded from the rest of Norway, or someone like Oslo, I guess. What do you guys think? If you're from Lofoten, how do you guys feel about the rest of Norway? I'm not sure.